Matthew Dinsmore, aka Dinzy,
aka Mr. Love Machine,
aka you din some, you lose some. No,
din some, the Chinese delicacy.
Yes, the dinner lady.
Dinner lady.
Yeah. Any other nicknames?
Ring, here's the bell. Dinner time.
That works well.
That's a bit long.
I thought you were going to go almost too racist there. I was going to ring, ding, ding. I was like, I didn't know where that was going, and I was like, and given the time we live in now, I'm not for that. I'm not here for that. No,
they're okay. They're those are the okay ones.
Yeah, the truth. That is true. That is true. You're very welcome to the podcast.
To be here.
It's good to have you back. It's always fun. You know what? I feel like I'm feeling quite chilled out today.
I can see.
I've got the shorts on.
The luminous green shorts.
The luminous green shorts. I'm representing Jamaica because they have no representation in the World Cup this year because they didn't qualify.
Yep.
So I'm feeling bright. We're recording in the afternoon, which is nice too.
It is a nice time to record.
And I'm just feeling.
Who do you want? Like who's your like? I don't think like who you want to win the World Cup. But who
I
you
just
like?
thought you meant in general. Kelly Brook.
Who like what team sort of?
I tell you what, have you been watching much of it?
Bits and pieces.
Which is also a great song.
Yeah, great.
Especially what a tune. The team that I've gone the most watching so far has been France.
Because they're all good looking.
Oh, they're good. They're a good looking bunch of men. But then the football was very fluid.
It was nice. I watched that one last night. To be fair.
See your man Michael Elise. I could watch him all day. What a baller he is.
I'm big into Sweden at the minute.
Oh yeah.
I'd seen a video of Graham Potter coming out with a cowboy hat on.
Yeah.
And then they released a really nice kit as well, like a 90s sort of inspired kit.
And they've got the big Jokeres and Isaac up front, like they're decent.
A big fucking donkey.
Yeah, mate, the Premier League winner, mates. He's brought it home for us. What a hero! But I also, you didn't see, speaking of World Cup, the video of Marco Bielsa refusing to do
which is unfortunate, which is ironically the most aura I've ever seen anyone possess.
Yeah, it's just. But then someone commented under it, and it made me laugh 10 out of 10. They were like, "Is it true you're here to meet a 14-year-old boy?" And it was just the Peter Hunter exact setup.
You could see like that's the kind of guy you see in a Tesco car park.
Yeah, you know what would be classic to be like, "Yes."
Yeah, see,
and then they're like, "What?" See, yeah, it's like. That's why I'm here. And then that would stump them and be like, "Oh yeah, but well,
yeah, where is he?
What are you going to do about it?" And he's like, why? Well, we were going to buck, and then you arrived, and
you got my fucking hopes up.
Yeah, you dick.
You're gonna have to buck you now.
Yeah, I thought it was a sketch to do around that, but it was a guy coming. Oh, you here meet a 14-year-old? And be like, yeah. Like I've the messages now. He said you meet you here, and he's like, I'm his dad's this school like. And this is what you're supposed to do here, you fucking idiot. And he's like, oh, right, shit, sorry. No worries, bro. You take it easy, you know. And then he's like, but I will buck him. No. But yeah, no, the World Cup is a great time. I'm enjoying it. You know what? I wasn't in the mood for it before it started.
You've got World Cup fever.
I'd say I couldn't be arsed with it, and then it started. And now
the only problem is the time of the matches are on. Mm-hmm. You know, like I was watching the Brazil match. When I was at last weekend.
Yeah.
And it was at 11:45. I was lying in bed watching. I thought, this is too much.
It's too much.
Too much.
And it was 1-8, boring.
But then all the good games, like all the ones, like they're not like on paper they're meant to be good, but they actually turn out to be class. Or the ones at 2 and 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Why?
Like you wake up and you're like, oh, I've missed
a 7-1 thriller.
Like I went to bed last night. Everyone's chatting about Mbappe scoring the goal. He's equalled Miroslav Klose's record, or he's won a couple off it. He's what a guy. And I wake up and I'm like, oh, Messi's now got the goal record.
Hat-trick,
How the fuck that happened? I know. No one even talking about that. And then he's crying and all. Messi's crying when he scores his first goal.
Oh yeah, he said there was some personal issues he was going through.
He was trying to meet a 14-year-old kid, and that's and he's like, oh, no.
Him and Bielsa both.
Maybe that's why. He knows Messi's getting scooped.
Bielsa might have thought that Messi was the 14-year-old boy.
True. And then that would be such a dark turn. You know, he's mad for his wee cooler box. And he sits in his cooler box, and you just find out there's a corpse in his cooler box. And he's like, oh no, we thought that was great banter, but no, it's not. Like, oh no, it's not good. It's not a good era to be an aunt anymore. Like, is it?
No, and a lot of them with the same name.
Yeah. You know what? We were chatting earlier about the World Cup. Apparently it's a big thing whenever the World Cup comes along. There's when people get pregnant, have babies, there's a spike in names. So people are saying Bukayo is going to be popular, Esri is going to be popular, some other names outside of the England team, people like Harry Kane's Harry's popular name, Raul apparently. Right. You know, I do think that the name Raul's been ruined by Raul Moat. I don't think you're getting called Raul over here anymore, and it's going to be good. It depends on the accent you put on it, though. Yeah, Raul. Raul Moat was Polish, wasn't he? No, Raul Moat was from Newcastle. Was he? Yeah, he was. That's right, Raul. From Newcastle, and he was mates with Gaza and all.
I remember that now.
And he's like, one of the best lines ever. Gaza on the radio, off his dick, on the way to see Royal, and he's like, but you knew Mr. Moten. He goes, aye. He goes, what Royal did wasn't very nice. Like, yeah, not nice, Gaza, correct. But you couldn't see that taking on now. But it also said, as part of that, there are names that are dying out. John.
Yep.
Gary. Heading the way out. And a name that I think is taking a big dip now is Jeffrey. And I think for good reason too. Yeah,
because you can't look at a child and be like, "Oh, wee baby Jeffrey."
Yeah, no,
actually, Jeffrey would look at a child and go, "Oh, wee baby."
And the good thing about that it could be any one of them, and you can't even, no one can pin it on you. But whenever I always think if there's three, you have a problem, and I think Jeffrey is a trifecta of problems.
Well, I would say depends on the severity of the crimes, because famously there only need to be one Adolf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, after him, no more Adolfs.
Yeah. But you know what? I think maybe now, with the rise of the right, Adolf could come back, like.
Is it not banned? I think it's banned in a lot of countries.
Then you know what you can just do? Anyway. Just do it.
Just do it,
you know, it's banned,
what are they going to do?
Yeah, like, I do think that's one thing I do think. When people are like, we can't say words, like, ban other things.
Yeah.
I mean, like, stop kids shooting each other at school. No, you can't call a baby Adolf. You know, I'd rather an empathetic Adolf than a guy with a gun. Call me old fashioned. You know,
it's a hot take.
Yeah,
I don't care if he's called Adolf, just as long as he's not shooting up schools.
Exactly. Like, you give me an Adolf other than an Edward with a knife.
Do you think, why did they ban the name though? Do they think like it's like a cursed name where if you have a wee baby Adolf, naturally he just develops into he goes my namesake?
Yeah, like something like, you know, in Sleeping Beauty. Yeah. Whenever it's born, like, you're going to be cursed when you turn 16, you'll prick your finger and you're like, all right, you're called Adolf. Whenever you get the watercolours out, you're going to get notions. It's like, what? You know?
All the art teachers are going to go, oh, brilliant, actually.
Yeah, it's like, that just goes to show you what careers teachers need to be doing. Like, if I'd have been like, listen, you know what, Adolf, you could make a decent career out of yourself as an artist. But then the art teacher's like, nah, mate, you're shite. You need to look elsewhere.
You're shite, and have you any money on you?
Yeah. The guy's like, you're really shite at art.
Yeah. Sorry, my nose is in the way.
No, sorry, mate. You're really shite at art. Let me just... Adolf, let's see that picture. Why that's shite, Adolf.
I'm going to shite him away for a schwitz.
Oh no, a schmeckle caught in the trousers there. Jesus Christ, Adolf, you fuck. Here, while I'm at it, gives you paintbrushes to be cut. It's like, at one moment, it just shows you the sliding door thing.
History could have been vastly different. If it wasn't for fucking
this summer, the rom-com you didn't know you needed. The butterfly effect, Adolf Hitler. Just the teacher's like, that's a beautiful picture. And he just goes off the page.
He paints beautiful Jews.
Only Audie specifically. He leans in on it's just he draws really accurate dick pics, but they're all circumcised. That's his line of art. Oh dear. I don't really know where to go.
the Jeffries, that's what we're talking about. The Jeffries. I do think that there is, like, I think after Dahmer, you're thinking, how can I get much worse than this?
Yeah. And Epstein's like, here, hold my dreidel.
Let me take off his wee tiny hat. What I think though is, again, like, the name's fair enough, but it's also like, it was cool to have an island. Do you know, like Richard Branson had an island, and then it's like, you can't have an island anymore. Like, imagine how cool, like, say if he didn't do anything bad, imagine how cool it would be, like, oh, we're just going to Epstein Island here. Yeah. To have an island named after you.
But then I also think, like, there were signs too, like, see, as soon as you get there, he's taking photos and all of you, would be like, and like, there's one Woody Allen to name his coat off, and Epstein's like, hey man, come on, chill out, what are you going to do with these? Nothing. I'm not going to bribe you with these. You know, here's a child. Like, imagine, like, you got there and you did just think you were going for a holiday, and then this child's touching you, and you're like, fuck, go away. Like, I'm just here to, like, what are you doing?
Where's the buffet?
Yeah, like, what's going on?
It's the same as the Diddy parties. Yeah. You know, people went to the Diddy party, be like, I've been invited to a party by P. Diddy, and then all the baby oil comes out, and you're like, I thought we were just having a few beers.
Yeah, it's fucking, like, the best one was Peter Mandelson. Whenever he was like, oh, you're friends with Epstein or whatever, he was like, I'm gay. And they're like, But you can still be a gay nonce, like, with, you know, they are the bad ones, like they're the ones, you know. And he was like, but I'm gay though. And I'm like, oh.
The guy's nickname was also like, was it the Prince of Darkness?
Epstein?
No, Mandelson.
Oh, Mandelson, yeah.
He was the Prince of Darkness. Why did they all, you know?
Isn't that Ozzy Osbourne?
No, wasn't that the Prince of Darkness?
No, find out what Peter Mantelson's nickname was.
I'm near sure it was like it was the Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, but he's notoriously been a bastard always.
I know, but
anyway.
like no one could be surprised when the Prince of Darkness is doing some dodgy stuff.
I know it is one of those things. You're like, whenever you hear something like that, you're like, to be fair, he did this, and you're like, well, it's like, did he? You know, what's he been telling people for years?
Yeah,
I'm a bad boy for life. I'm a bad boy, like
for life as well.
Yeah, for life. I'm a bad boy, and like when bad boys are bad boys will be bad boys.
Do you know? He obviously knows his real name, Sean Combs.
Yeah,
and then R. Kelly's real name. Sean. 1-0. Have that, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy. And then R. Kelly's real name's Robert Kelly. No, that's what his real name is. But Sean Combs and Robert Kelly don't sound like big bad robbers. They sound like
members of the INLA.
Yes, they sound like butchers from Macrofeld. Yeah. Kelly and Sons.
Yeah, R. Kelly, Robert Kelly, and Sean Combs.
Sean Combs,
yeah.
Combs and Sons Butchers.
Yeah, sound like boys you meet down the GAA club, don't they? Like?
They're doing the raffle next week.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, what are the prizes? A lot of baby oil.
A lot of baby oil and piss.
You can make a class laugh out of that, to be fair.
Oh, yeah. What would you...
Be stinking though, wouldn't it?
Oh, because the one's more viscous than the other.
Yes,
that's what you're drinking.
Yeah, but no, you would go like you know, it's like whenever you're watching like Gladiator or something, and they kill someone, you know, in the film, they're like, that's enough. Like, he's had enough. He's dead. You've won. It's all good. Like when the fourth crate of baby oil arrives, when he like, listen. I think Sean, that's enough.
Surely the whole surface area is covered in baby oil. Like there's no, like there has to be a maximum lubrication. Yeah,
like even there's probably secondary oil on stuff. Like, you imagine you could handle a wee mug of tea. It would be like, it has to get on things.
Do you think people are drinking tea at the Diddy parties?
No, they're drinking pish in R. Kelly. And Robert's like, here, do you want a cup of tea?
I can't pick up his mug.
Oh no. Yeah, maybe that's why he pissed in it, because he couldn't hold the tea bag. He's like, well, the only thing to do is
that's why he was pissing on them, because he couldn't get his dick in his hands with all the lube. Oh God. Fucking Wednesday afternoon too. I'm so sorry.
Is Diddy in jail yet, or is he still?
I think he is. Yeah, his son's a wee weird fucker too. He's like, my daddy didn't do shit.
Yeah. You're like, you were in bed, mate. You didn't see what he was up to. But then
he's getting out earlier.
Who did he?
He's coming out in 2 years' time.
You know what I'm looking forward to? A comeback tour.
Oh, you can get tickets. Golden Circle.
I mean, no, as long as it's not R. Kelly's Golden Circle. That'd be something I wouldn't want.
I'm soaked.
Guys, we are approaching the summertime, which means that the bodies will be out, the tops will be off, and we want to feel confident in and of ourselves. And how can you do that? But you can look after yourself, and maybe sometimes that's easier said than done. Not if you have the support of Omnia Wellness. They can support you through your diet, through your training, just through being there with a one-to-one level to support you. And also, if you want to be like me, they can support you on a medicated level. I'm taking Manjaro, and you know what I'm not right now? Hungry. And that's a bonus, because usually if I'm awake, I'm hungry, but not when I'm with Omnia Wellness. And I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling ready to flex on holiday. And if you want to know more, check out their website, www.omniawellness.co.uk, where you can see whatever program you want that works for you. And if you want to get 20% off, we've got a discount code, SLYGUY20%. That's SLYGUY20% at the checkout, and start your fitness journey with Omnia Wellness today. Guys, I am on tour from August this year until October. I'm going everywhere that you can imagine. Now, it's easy to say that, and it's easy to promote and say the show's going to be great. It's going to be the best show I've ever done. And if you want to get there, the link to my tour tickets are available in the description of the podcast. Or if you're watching this on Spotify or Spodcast, I nearly said, weird, Spotify, or on YouTube, the QR code is in the bottom right here, the bottom right of your picture. You can just click on the QR code and you can book your tickets now. The big show in Belfast is on the 17th of October. It is selling well. A lot of places are selling well. Some places could sell better, i.e. Liverpool, which I think we've sold a big massive 0. So if any of you Scousers out there Want to come see me? Hurry up and get tickets. Available now. Obsessed. It's going to be my best show yet, and I can't wait. Fans of the Sly Guy podcast, I'm interrupting this episode to tell you that there is more Sly Guy out there than you can imagine, and it's available right now on patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast. We have the extra episode that we carry on with after this main episode. You can get to hear what Dinzy and myself are scared of on this week's episode, and we talk about that in detail. We talk about plenty more, and it's a lot of fun. We continue that on patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast. If you think the questions that I'm asking here are wick and you want to ask better questions, you can do that through the Patreon. So if you wanted to ask Dinzy a question, you could just ask and we will ask him, and you can see it on Patreon. But you need to be a patron to do that, so there's no point in me telling you that if you're not going to do it. So anyway, as you were. Oh, R. Kelly.
But he's one, like there's so many videos of him, and it's like, come on, how did nobody know?
Who, Diddy or Kelly?
Well, Kelly more so, because like
Diddy and Kelly sounds like a solicitor.
But they're not good. No. They're not good. I'm going to jail. Look at my lawyer. In the corner. There's a video of R. Kelly when he was doing like a benefit concert in like somewhere in Africa, and he's going, did I say R. Kelly or did I either? R. Kelly, yeah. And he's doing like, do you have your passport?
Oh, that is one of the, out of everything he's ever done, that's the weirdest. Do you have your passport?
Do you want to come with Robert
to America? It's like, yeah, there'll be some boys here right now be like, no, Robert, this is where I fucking draw a line. You can piss on people all you want, but no migrants. You know? But no, they've got their passport, they're legal. You know? But that was mental. And there's another thing he had, again, Butler pointed this out to me, of course he did. He was like, you know, for a while R. Kelly had a guy that came around the concerts to dab his tongue with a towel.
Oh, what?
So like when he would be saying, and someone just dab his tongue because his tongue got too moist.
Too moist?
Yeah, I think again there's a point where people let things go to their head, and I would go, listen, see if I'm his manager, I'd be, listen, Rob, piss, you can knock that in the head.
Yep.
You don't need a fellow with a towel to just dab your tongue.
Is it like a medical condition? Why is his tongue getting so wet?
Because apparently he's just so sexual that
he's just everything's lubricated.
Yeah, it's just, and it's so weird. And that's
a thankless job, but also like, what's the pay like?
You know, probably all right.
I would say so.
You would say so.
I think it's his full-time job. Is he doing it for other rappers? Like, I'm busy tonight, mate.
You'd be like, listen, like, what a CV you'd have if you start with R. Kelly. You'd be like, listen, I'm a tongue dabber. You know, if you were looking that done.
It sounds like a racial slur.
It does, doesn't it? A tongue dabber. Or something homophobic, doesn't it? This fella's a tongue dabber, if you know what I mean. But you know, and I'm trying to think too. There was a dude who used to kick about in the noughties, and he was in rap videos and all, and I don't know whether he was to do with Diddy or somebody, but he hung around with some rapper, and he always had an umbrella, and he was like a burglar, and he said, no, a butler. That's stereotyping without subconsciously. He was a burglar, but if you look him up, he is a guy, and he's called Mr.
What is he going to Google?
just
P Diddy umbrella guy.
P Diddy umbrella guy, because he used to come up in the music videos, and he would dance and have the umbrella, but he was literally his butler or someone's butler.
Oh, right, okay, and they just got him in to include him.
Yeah, and then I think after a while they were like, I think you're just making a dick of this guy in the umbrella, but he was a suave guy, like he would have dressed.
Had the moves, like, did he?
Yeah, he was cool, like, and like it was in around, like, do you remember, like, what age you?
27.
See, 27. We're about a decade difference. So when I was maybe sort of late teens and all, it was good. It was a great time for music. Jay-Z was there with the Black Album. The Blueprint was kicking about. You had all these kind of guys, Timbaland, all these just wee people making cameos. You had the guy that hung around with Nelly. Those fellas. Like Murphy Lee and the boys, like,
and they're just guys.
They were just guys hanging out with their mates in videos.
Well, that's the thing.
Lloyd Banks, what a guy!
He actually is a rapper. He was playing here in Limelight a couple of months ago. So he was, or it might have been Tony Yayo. Don't quote me on that now. But Lloyd Banks, was he not part of G Unit as well?
He was in G Unit, and he had that song that was great, On Fire. What tune that was?
I don't know.
We on fire. Up in here, we're burning hot, we on fire.
But you don't have like an entourage, like that's a dying breed. Like an entourage, like you don't have like the way rappers would have like their whole crew with them.
And I like that. You know what I like? When a rapper starts off and he brings his mates with him from school.
Yes, that's a nice thing. I would like to do that with my mates. Bring him into like the comedy club. Yeah, like, it's my entourage actually.
You know who the closest to that is? Like, I think of Rory McIlroy, still his schoolmates, just being his caddy, you know, with Harry Diamond. I like that.
That is nice.
I like having him. If I was famous, I'd love to have my mate in the bag.
It's handy that he's good at it as well. Because if he wasn't, it's a tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you bring him up. Have you found that guy? Is there a dude?
Fonzworth Bentley.
Fonzworth Bentley. And who did Fonzworth Bentley hang around with? Was it Diddy? Yeah, see?
Is he his umbrella carrier?
Yep, just umbrella guy.
Can you find out, because I'm sure if he's holding the umbrella, like Fonzworth Bentley has had to fight off baby oil over the time, so like can you try, like, use whatever you can to find out Fonzworth Bentley's opinions on what's happened to Diddy?
Is he like? I'm imagining he's using the umbrella as like a shield against the baby oil. It's splashing up against him like waves crashing against a seawall.
And Diddy's just underneath it, completely non-lubricated.
like Poseidon.
Yeah, Poseidon.
Poseidon, that's R. Kelly. I can't believe we're not even talking about the guy's name. Fonzworth Bentley.
Yeah.
Can't be a real name.
But you know what? See if you're christened that, you're going to be an umbrella character for a millionaire, aren't you?
Yeah, you are. Like,
what's your name? Fonzworth.
Fonzworth.
He hasn't said anything.
Good. That's
Staying silent.
That's a loyal friend.
He's no rat.
You know, he is no rat. Fonzworth Bentley, but he did kind of like just like, you know, Diddy used to do all that like ding, 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 and dance all weird.
Yeah.
Fonzworth would come in. And,
what would you rather? So say you have a son, right? And he's growing up, and he says, "Dad, I'm going to pursue a career here." Would you rather he is a tongue dabber or an umbrella guy?
you know what? I think an umbrella guy, I'd rather than a tongue dabber.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't like my mates to be like, "Oh, here your son's a tongue dabber." And
So no, he's fucking not. He's playing football.
Leave him alone, right? Fucking hell, it's his own personal life. He needs to find himself. Aye, fucking dabbing.
It's just until he fucking finishes his uni. He's starting a course in September.
But then you know the umbrella guy's a gateway. You know, so he'll.
Do you think you work your way up to tongue dabber?
Yeah, I think
I think there's no more intimate act of another man than dabbing his tongue, other than like riding him.
Then if he does the tongue dabbing, is he going to do pee dabbing as well? Like what's R. Kelly when he does a wee dab?
Just
there you go.
He doesn't want to waste any drops.
No, he's just put in the
squeezing it out
in a wee
like the end, like the end of a Calippo.
Oh no, you can just imagine R. Kelly sincerely going, every last drop. Oh, gross. But listen, Fonzworth Bentley, can you find out what Fonzworth Bentley is doing as of 2026?
Being out of a job as an umbrella guy must be hard, because I can't imagine there's too many other people looking for
I
umbrella
bet
guys.
you know he's the guy that's going like, but you listen, you need an umbrella for the sun as well.
It's not just a cold weather thing.
No, I swear, you need it. Like, is he doing something? Oh no, I'm worried for Fonzworth.
Well, maybe that's how he got him, because I'm pretty sure like it's well known that Diddy was really, really stupid.
Yeah,
like he was thick, and that's probably how Fonzworth Bentley got him. He goes, "You'll get burnt in that sunshine, mate."
Yeah, and he's like, "True, let's do it."
Good shout, actually.
Yeah.
Here's all this money. What do you like with baby oil?
He's like, I can dabble. Well, there's nothing. He's just going off the reservation by the sounds of it. Fonzworth Bentley. Do you think there's been many other podcasts out there as of 2026 giving a big major shout out to Fonzworth Bentley?
I dare say there's probably none.
No. But you know, he is the collateral damage in the Diddy case.
Is it like a well known thing that they had in the umbrella guy, or is this just like a wee like random memory that you have of him?
I thought, because like there was a period, it's like, you know, for a while you'd see any Timbaland song and you'd know Justin Timberlake and Nelly Furtado would be kicking about. You know, if Diddy's doing something, like even that video with Ben Stiller, Fonzworth Bentley's in the background, just in the video doing stuff. You know, like again, Nelly and the boys he always had the crew with him.
Yes.
You always knew, like there's certain guys, like, do you remember, like, if there was a period Timbaland was that background guy, because he wasn't really singing and stuff.
He was the producer.
Just there going.
Do you think maybe the umbrella is part of his personality, because he saw all these other rappers and all their entourages, and like no one knows any of their names really, and he goes, I'm going to make myself stand out. I'm going to change. First of all, I'm going to change my name to Fonzworth Bentley. Yeah, and I'm always going to have this umbrella with me.
I think so.
Do you know when someone just makes something their whole personality?
But you know what, like that does happen now. Speaking of people that make things their personality, I want to come out and say I don't think you are one of these guys.
No.
Because
Thank you.
I do think that it is a thing where, like, I'll make lists of things that I think guys make their personality. Mustaches sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, I did see an old photo of you without a mustache. Looked weird, didn't like it. So I think you suit the mustache, and it's not a thing. You don't go, I've got a mustache. You just know that it's on your face.
It's just there, yeah.
You know, it's like I don't go, I'm a beard guy. People just know it.
Yes, that's a great way to describe it. I got described as like, I need another like facial feature, because I can't be a beard guy. I had a nose piercing for a while. That was maybe a touch of the personality, but I got rid of it and was like, I'm going to get a mustache instead or something. Just something to take away people's attention from everything else that's going on.
Mm-hmm. But then I think it suits you and it works. But some guys do it and you just go, nah.
There's one guy we both know.
Well, listen, we'll call him out because he does it once a year. It's Shane. He just doesn't suit a mustache. He's a handsome man. And then, you know what? Another thing, when he tries to change his hair and he ends up looking like Ellen DeGeneres for once a year. Now, he never sees it long enough. I do think he would suit longer hair. Yeah. But he doesn't see it past the bowl phase.
Yes.
You know, and then he's like, oh, look, shit. I'm like,
What do you think he'd be, a curtain guy?
I think, you know, he could be like a slick back about this length. You know what I mean? Like maybe a Beckham 90s kind of guy.
Yeah, I can see
Then
that.
again, he's getting a bit older too, so maybe you need to do it now before it gets weird.
Yeah.
You know?
But he also he made a joke about the moustache at Lazy Boys Live on Sunday, and he's on stage, but obviously with the lighting on stage, and it's a very thin, barely visible moustache, and he's talking about, oh, you might have noticed something different about me while he's on stage, and he's the moustache, and I'm in the crowd going, I can't even see it from here.
No.
I was 4 rows in. I wasn't at the back, like.
Yeah. But no, I've said to him before, and he always takes this as an insult, and it's not meant to be. When you grow a moustache or a beard, you look like Mackenzie Crook.
I don't know who that is.
From the Office, you know, Gareth Keenan.
Yeah, the UK Office, yeah.
Or the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean, he looks like him. You know, he does. And then he's like, oh, why are you being a dick like that? I'm like, I'm not being a dick, I just think like certain things don't suit. Like, and that's fair enough. As friends, we should be able to go at this. And then he'd be like, yeah, but you're bald. I'm like, but hold on, that's a physical condition. I can't help that. I don't choose.
It's
to
high
be
testosterone,
bald.
actually.
You know, exactly. Like, I may have no hair in my head, but you should see my sack. Whoa, it's like a bull's. But no, I don't mean any disrespect, but I think a man's a good looking man. He's a good looking man amongst comedians, certainly, and he's got a good head of hair.
Not amongst other men.
But then see, this is the problem. See, amongst comedians, you're like, this guy. But then see, when you put him in the real world, other good looking guys, you're like, you maybe are a bit weird looking too.
You stick him into like Fintry or something.
Yeah,
you know, like a big like finance company. You go, he's nothing.
Nah, you know, you're finding weakness here.
You put him in a 9 to 5. He's he's bottom of the.
You're like, I never realised, but you've got quite narrow shoulders. When you put it amongst real men, wow, but that's what happens amongst comedians. You're like, oh, this guy.
Oh yeah,
drew him out, drop him. But that's one thing. Mustaches is one thing. Mullets are another one. You know, and I often find that people don't. This is why they don't have the personality, so they grow the mullet. So people be like, oh, you've got a mullet, and they go, oh yeah, and then that's the end of the conversation.
I just think it's a ridiculous. Do you know what the thing? I got this buzz cut because it was like a trend at the time, and then as soon as I got the buzz cut, mullets came back in, and I thought, well, was it me? Did I force the mullets back in?
But then also, there's a certain style you get as a person, and once you get it, you go, that's the one for me.
When you get to like, and like, I would have assumed that would be like when you're like early 20s, but it's not. I think it's like 26, 27, I would say.
I think like once you hit 30, that's
you solid, yeah.
Like, cause I was a big like, I liked my hair a certain way, and then it started to go, and then when I shaved it, I was like, well, and then after that, see, now I look back at old hair photos, I go, I actually think I prefer myself bald.
I've never seen you with hair, actually.
Yeah.
Have any photos of you?
Up there on the wall. Top.
Oh, I have seen you with hair. What am I talking about?
But yeah.
I don't know why I imagined it to be like completely different. Like I didn't like it. That's a completely normal haircut. Yeah. For some reason in my head, I was
just like flowing.
Like like down to your shoulders,
like a Bollywood leading man. Yeah. just a really like what I want you to do, please, and in post edit, put me a Bollywood hair on and put some Bollywood music on this. But yeah, I just, and then I look back, I almost think I look weird. Whereas now, like when I first did it and it was all pale, it was weird. But now I've got a bit of tan.
I think you're a more handsome man now than you look younger now than you do there.
Well, that's a good thing. I do appreciate. Like even look at those posters, I'm like, that one looks better. Dave Elliott Obsessed on tour from 22nd of August. Tickets still available now. By the way, just in the middle of this is breaking the fourth wall right here. QR code, bottom right of the podcast. Click on now, get your tickets. You go, what about that for technology? Yeah. Bollywood guy. But there's that. So we've got mustaches, mullets are another one. Strava is a big thing, guys.
Don't even get me fucking started on Strava.
IPA knowledge. No one really knows. And here's the thing: it tastes like beer with grapefruit squeezed in it.
That's literally all it is.
There you
all
go.
of them taste like that as well.
100. And the last one that fucking melts me is like people thinking they're like fucking Sherpas of a barbecue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what you do? You stick a meat on, you cook it, and you eat it. See these guys with their fucking thermometers and their...
Oh, a Sherpa's a great thing to call them. like the barbecues on their back.
Yeah, they're like fucking...
a shaman.
Like the knowledge about... I don't like that. And it's like, you know what they do? And this is the thing. They get their big bit of meat, right? Then they put fucking mustard on it, and that's it.
It's a binder.
I know, and that's it. Just mustard, and then cook it. I'm like, nah, that's not.
I do like watching the videos of it, like.
Yeah.
But I also think you have to be a Texan or something. You have to live in like Texas, where you can't be in like East Belfast with a barbecue, being like, oh, I've put mustard on as a binder, and then I've got this seasoning on, and then they've got the. Do you know what I hate? The black gloves that they always wear.
Yeah.
And then they just get their hands into the meat.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
Use a knife and fork.
Exactly. I don't like any of that stuff. And you know what I do like? I like people that don't need something like that. I like people that just like what do you like? I just stuff like.
Just give me a peppered steak burger from the butcher's on a barbecue.
You know what I love to say? Like I like to cook and enjoy, and I like to have respect if you cook well. But I like the sauces and the juice and stuff. You know, I like to see how they make that together. Yeah. And so don't talk about barbecues. Those guys, yeah, it's too close.
It depends.
I have a charcoal on barbecue. It's not a gas. I swear. Please don't be offended. But yeah, I just think sometimes, and you're like, once you get past those guys, you're like, all right, that's.
What's your like ideal barbecue plate?
Oh, I think what's on it?
Yeah,
you gotta have a big sausage. You know, I like a big sausage, but you have to have coleslaw to go with it.
Right.
So you need a nice coleslaw. Like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give a shout out. Primacy Meats in Bangor. Well, actually in Primacy, slightly on the outskirts of Bangor. Unbelievable food court. Unbelievable. The sausages they do, blow your mind. Love that. I got to have that.
Steak or pork, are they like flavoured, or is there anything special about them?
Oh, there's so many ranges, but they're that thick.
Oh,
you know what they're like? Big Harry's dick. Like they're just, and that's what I want, the sausage. Shout out to Big Harry again. Didn't get back to us for the previous clip. You know,
that's heartbreaking. Actually, to be honest,
that's not submissive of anything. But you got to have a nice burger as well. But again, you go for a burger, but you keep it the burger basic. You know what I mean? You get the burger, nice bap, bit of cheese, and then you get onions on it. You got to have some onions on it, a wee bit of red sauce. Does the job.
That's all you need. I do like a steak peppered burger.
Yeah. Oh,
I like a big fan of them. Now hear me out in this one. A bit of couscous.
You know what? On the table.
Yeah.
And if you want a wee go, you do that.
Wee spoonful of couscous in your barbecue plate.
Like, I also like a potato salad on a barbecue as well.
Yeah.
And then you have to have a real bit of salad to make it, you eat that first. You know,
just to make it look like you're trying to go anyway.
And then if people are like, you need some greens, you'd be like, it's a barbecue, so I'll just have some corn on the cob. Bit of butter on that, that'll do me. Do you have the sausage? You know what I'm a big fan of? Burnt ends. On a barbecue,
burnt ends?
You can get those in a bag of Primacy as well.
Can you?
And they're just like
take a trip here, to be honest.
Primacy's tremendous.
Are you a big barbecue guy?
I love a barbecue. But you know what? Here's the thing. Don't post pictures about it online. Just do it and enjoy it. Just do it and enjoy it. Just feed my family and have a nice time.
It's like the charity we were talking about earlier on. I do this for myself. Yeah, not for the validation of strangers.
Yeah, and then like, oh, it looks nice, and you go, yeah, it was. You go, oh, what the fucking happens? That barbecue looks tasty. It's and what else am I missing here? You've got you got to have some sort of chicken, but again, if you're doing a barbecue, you need to do your own seasoning of your chicken. So it all depends on the mood. I like to get the wee bags and get the chicken in and mix my own sauce and all and leave it there. Like to do that.
Oh, you're a bit of an operator on the barbecue.
I do, but again, keep it to myself.
See, you're catering on the edge of being a barbecue guy, where like those guys like making their whole personality as well.
But you know what? I just surprise people when they come to my house and go, that's a good barbecue. Don't worry about it.
Oh, we talking about have you got a big fancy one like?
But no, I did. But then it just died. Oh. You know, after COVID and stuff, we had work done on the house, and then the builders end up one day getting back in the barbecue, just fucked in my garden. I'm like, hey guys, I didn't want that to happen. You know, you just kind of fucked it here. But like every year I would have like put the barbecue away and had to like treat it and get rid of the fucking rust and all.
It's a charcoal one, is it?
It was gas.
Oh, it was gas.
But you know what? I remember like look back in COVID, that was some fun days. Like,
we barbecue. We had when I was a student at the time, and we bought like a wee £30 one out of Tesco. Mm-hmm. One of the best days of my life was just getting a few boys around, social distanced.
Yes.
Got a wee barbecue. One of our mates, he lived in China for years, and he got a big like pork.
Coincidental.
he got a big pork like joint or something. Made like I don't even know what you call it, like a char siu sort of thing for the barbecue. One of the nicest things I've ever eaten.
Oh, nice.
A few beers.
See, that also works well when someone brings something that there's pressure on and it turns out to be good.
Yes.
So on a barbecue you can cook things wrong. You can fuck it up.
It's hard to do it, but you can do it like.
Oh, halloumi as well.
Oh, that's a bit more of a modern man's thing, but I'm all about it.
Yeah,
a bit of squeaky cheese. Don't mind if I do.
No, it's hard. You know what? Again, if you're trying to fucking match a quota, you stick some pepper on there too. Cook a bit of pepper.
A bit of charred peppers.
Yeah, a bit of charred peppers. It's nice. But a barbecue's good. Like I see now that I'm here, I'm like, I would like a barbecue tonight.
Get it done.
I'm gonna go and do it. But you know what? See, like I look back at during COVID, and I had my barbecue. I was just sitting out the back, drinking my cider, cooking my barbecue, going, you know what? This is living. Now people are across the world dying of this disease that nobody knows anything about. but I'll take it because you know what, like the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Like, you know, so you just gotta.
I can see you with a couple of comical like barbecue aprons. Do you know ones where it's like a big 6-pack on it, or
yes.
you maybe got like a wee rude Christmas present one year, and it was just a guy with his cock out.
Yeah, and they're the good ones where there's a
wee
front to it, but you lip it and
yeah.
the neck comes out. Yeah, don't think you got to be careful of the dick around the barbecue or it could catch up like. And go inside. Like I was a big fan, and you know what I used to be a big fan of. Now we talk about the times changing and fucking world going woke and PC going mad. You know it's died out, and I really miss it. And it used to be a big thing back in the day for me. Was, you know, the pens you turned upside down and you saw the boobs.
Oh yeah,
the holiday pens.
Holiday pens. They're
Tremendous.
good. Well, why don't you get those anymore?
That's inappropriate. Like you don't page 3 and it's gone. You got to be respectful.
Page 3 was the maddest thing ever because I can remember it whenever like
it was mental.
It
like,
was when you think about it, like because
yeah.
I remember I have a very vivid memory of, you know, in Conswater there was the wee cafe Pickwick's or Pick.
Yes, I remember.
And it was like in the middle of the shopping centre. It was like all open plan sort of thing. And I can remember sitting beside my dad and one day got the paper open, big pair of ditties just there. And he goes, "What do you think out there?" And I was like, "I'm 6 and it's in public."
But what was funnier was there's always like a wee paragraph beside it. Like they go like, "Betsy, you know, Nanya's a bit out of order at the minute, doesn't he? What is going on? Palestine's a step too far. Here's some tits."
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Why is that? Why did they do it?
because I think probably the editor was like, you know, it's a bit gratuitous if we're just tits for no reason. So
No, but why the tits to begin with? Why did they need the tits?
But they were like, you know what we need? Tits. You know, we'll go for this, but we can't just have it for the sake of it because that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then we're objectifying women, and we're not about that. We're feminists. We want the women to be able, if they wanna expose their breasts for the gratification of the nation, that's fair enough, but we want to give them a voice as well.
The mad thing is though, it wasn't even like hard to get them either. They were on the front. They were at the front of every shop.
Yeah.
You know, and so if you don't want to buy the paper, just want to have a wee pick at some tits.
Yeah.
Open it up.
There you
and
go.
you don't have to work for it. It's page 3.
Yeah.
It's literally the next page when you turn it over.
Yeah, and then you know what eventually happened? They were like, we're not going to do this anymore. And then they still did it, but with the bras on. And people were like,
that's why the newspaper industry's dying
not for me.
out.
Not for me. Nah.
You also don't get. I remember whenever I was growing up, my dad always used to take a newspaper in for a shite. That's a dying art.
Yeah.
So it is just having a newspaper because it's such a big document. It's a hassle. Like I would understand more a book if you were taking a book with you to shite, but if you have a newspaper and then to turn the pages, you have to bring the page with you. Do you know what I mean? With one hand.
No, it was very because you had to hold it like that. Like
Yes.
I remember actually doing that because it wasn't more of a thing to have a newspaper back in the day, and like now I just didn't like it. Now I will tell you a true story. It happened to me a week ago. It was the most mental newspaper experience I ever had in my life. Right, I was over in London doing gigs, and during the day, I thought, you know what, I'm going to take myself to a health club spa for the day. My sister was able to get me sorted with a pass, and I said, you know what, I don't want to run about the fucking busyness of London here, getting stressed out. I'll just go to this. It was in Kensington. It turns out to be a much fancier spa than I should be in. Right. So I went for a wee just a token session in the gym. You know, because let's be honest, you just go there to show your face, so you can't just go straight to the spa. So I went in there, and like I've never seen like surgery like it. There was fucking BBLs, facelifts, boob jobs everywhere, and the women were as bad. Like it was wild. And then after that, I was like, you know what, I've done a bit. I'll go into the spa here. So I went in the spa, and very fancy, very tranquil. You know, like a nice spa. So I get in, hop in the sauna. There's a guy in a wee sauna hat and all, taking it very seriously. A fella from Limerick, actually, of all places. He goes, "You from the north?" I was like, that's very aggressive, you know, to be like. And I personally would say Northern Ireland. You know, that's just my choice. But you know what? Each their own. A Good Friday Agreement gives you the right to call it that if you wish. And I'm open to everybody. Yeah, it's cool. And we chatting the sauna a bit, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm a banker." And I was like, "Yeah, people have called me out as well." But he goes, "Why are you here?" And I was like, "Fucking all right, fucking Jesus Christ, fucking." I'm over to do stand-up. Oh, are you funny, are you? I'm like, well, some people think so, others not so much on Reddit and whatever. But I was like, okay, I've had enough of him. So I was like, I'll go and hop into the jacuzzi. So I go get into the jacuzzi. I'm like, you know what? He was a wee bit, I'm going to be more open to people. I don't like that attitude. I'm going to be a bit more. So I was in there, and this sort of man came, and he was like quite plump, but in like a money way, like he had a big money belly on him. So you knew it wasn't like. And he got in, he had a towel under his arm, and I was sitting in. And when he got in, I would go, "Hello, you know, how are you?" And I was like, "Hello, how are you?" And he's like, yeah. He sat in, and I was like, nice in here, isn't it? And he was like, and he just sort of went, looked at me, and then he reached back the towel, opened it up, took out a copy of the Financial Times in the jacuzzi and just opens it. So rather than speak to me, he whips out the and he sort of look, and he can't see me because he just covered his entire face. No, but we're in the jacuzzi. So as I'm sitting there going, this is weird. Like, I can just see bubbles hitting the paper, and as it's hitting the paper's getting wetter and wetter, and I'm going, you're ruining this bag. And he found it actually hard to turn pages because it was so fun. And I was like, you're such an ignorant bastard that rather than speak to me, you just would destroy your paper.
Your newspaper.
And then eventually he just folded it up and it was fucking sobbing.
Can I say something? That's not very financially responsible.
It's not financially responsible.
Financial
He's just
Times.
making paper mache in the jacuzzi.
Also, when you're in a jacuzzi, like, the way you have to hold the newspaper, because it's a big document as well, you have to like really have it like high above you.
But it was like that, and then only thing I could see underneath it was the wee money ditties, just like splashing in the water, just bubbling around. I was like, it's just like I've never felt more like I should be at the bottom of the Titanic here. You know what I mean? I'm just here in the third class citizen, like.
Who was the better experience with? The guy from Limerick who didn't like you for some reason, or the guy from Financial Times who also didn't like you?
I think the aggressive Irishman was more like, at least he got a bit of chat out of him.
At least there was a bit,
you know,
a bit of communication at least.
Yeah, and then what I did enjoy, I went into another sauna because they had two different temperature saunas. One that was like the one I was when the guy in the sauna hat was a super hot one, and then after the jacuzzi I was like, you know what, my blood pressure I'll just go into the cooler one. And I just got to listen in, and I just was listening to these two Asian ladies. I didn't know what language they were talking. I felt it swaying more towards Thai,
right,
and I was just really earwigging in their conversation and knew nothing what they were talking about, but I just liked the cadence of it, and it was nice and relaxing. And then I went in the steam room, and the fucking sauna guy came out and got the paper out in the steam room. Like, that's too far. I'm leaving now. Like, I'm leaving. It's too much.
You can see the ink rolling off the paper.
It's just disintegrating in his hands. He's just pushing it into his face.
Paper mache.
It was fucking. It was just wild bad manners, I thought. And then that was a nice newspaper experience.
I feel like as well, if you're getting into a jacuzzi, it's not a public jacuzzi, but it's a shared space.
Yeah.
If you're getting into it with another man, you have to at least speak to one another just to assert that this isn't a gay experience.
Yeah.
Because if you're both in silence, it's a bit romantic.
Yeah. Or if you're in there, make a wee joke about it being a gay
be like,
experience.
haha.
Yeah.
Do you want to kiss me?
Yeah. Well,
first one to get a boner loses.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, I've lost. Oh, where'd my trunks go? Oh no. They're up your arse, that's where. That's how you do that.
I hope my wife didn't pack me one of those dissolving shorts.
I'm actually a magician. Watch my cock disappear up your arse. Have one of those. Yeah. And then you're like, oh no, I'm good, mate. And they say, don't worry about it. Peter Mandelson in the jacuzzi. I'm gay. Well, you can't be an answer. Yeah.
Did you find out his nickname, Peter Maldelson's?
You're right.
Prince of Darkness.
The Prince of... And can you find out why he's called the Prince of Darkness?
It's because he was just a bit of a wanker, like. Well, he was Tony Blair's whip, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was just a big angry guy. And one of the thick of it characters is based on him, I'm pretty sure. Is it not... what do you call him? Peter Capaldi? Is that not who his character's based on?
Yeah, it could be.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. No. You know what though? I think when you get to that point, it's like, when people are like, would you believe Jacob Rees-Mogg isn't that sound a guy? You'd be like, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I would believe 100%. A guy who doesn't know what custard creams are.
Yeah, I could believe, a guy, and he's like a total spunk machine, isn't he? Like, he's got about 15 kids or something.
Has he?
Like, he's loads of kids, Jacob Rees-Mogg. And like, there was one picture of one of his kids, and you're like, you're not going to be a nice person when you grow up. It just looked like a mini version of him.
You wouldn't be if he was your dad, like, Like, Morgan's a thing now, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty... If my second name was Mogg, I would be mogging everyone.
Yeah. Like, do you think...
he did mog everyone. He's got fucking 15 kids.
Yeah. But you know what? The existence of Jacob Rees-Mogg would make you think somewhere out there there's a Jacob Rees-Max.
Jacob Rees-Max?
Yeah.
Just being as Tory as possible.
Yeah. But to me, like, he is the top. Like, if you were to build a Tory, it's Jacob
because he's so like out of touch as well. Like, he doesn't know anything about like the real world or anything like that. I can't remember if it was like talking about like soft drinks or something. And he reminds me of a guy I went to school with who was like, obviously he was my age, and like he had never had a fizzy drink before, and he didn't have like a phone or anything. It was like his mum and dad were just... the only thing he was obsessed with was like Zeppelins. Do you like airships from World War II? Loved those. Had an absolute root for Zeppelins.
Now, I'm going to say, was he an undiagnosed guy?
Probably undiagnosed, but he was like... don't get me wrong, like he definitely was like undiagnosed, but he was also like... You could tell like he wasn't like something wrong with him.
Yeah.
But he was just a weird wee guy.
But you know what?
He didn't have like any other interests. But he famously never had like a fizzy drink. And like he had, this is how I know he was like a pensioner trapped in a young man's body. Whenever he got a chippy, he would always get a cup of tea, and that is the most pensioner thing ever.
Yeah, but have you ever had a cup of tea with a chippy?
No.
Oh man.
Is it good? Like,
oh, so good. So good.
I just don't like the idea of eating warm food with a warm drink.
I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but when you do it with a chippy, it's worth doing. And you know what else is, and I think it's an age thing too, I've started really getting into real butter.
Oh yeah, proper butter.
Like I love proper butter, and see a nice soft loaf with a chippy as well.
oh, bit of bread and butter with a chippy.
Bit of bread and butter and a cup of tea with a chippy.
Now, this is a bit of a rogue one now. See a bit of bread and butter with the Chinese. I swear to God,
I've not tried that before.
A curry chip with rice and a bit of bread with a proper butter, with a bit of saltiness to the butter.
That is good. You know, but I remember always when I was a kid, like I was a spread guy.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad would always have the real butter, and I'm like, you're stinking. And then see now, like I do have butter that I don't give my kids. I give my kids spread, and I use butter.
It's just you have to have patience for proper butter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just be, because the main issue is if you have a block in the fridge, and then there's the end of a block, and you need to lift the block out of the fridge, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So, and you have to be good at buttering things.
Mm-hmm. See, I keep butter in the fridge, but then I have a butter dish, and I keep it in a cupboard, so it does be softer because it's in a cupboard. But then, and like you know the difference between good butter and bad butter. Like, and like, see if you get a nice butter with like a bit of crusty bread or something, it's hard to beat it.
I'm like do you ever see whenever sharks go into a feeding frenzy, their eyes go black? Like whenever they get a taste of blood, their eyes, like in Finding Nemo, when they get a whiff of blood, their eyes go black. See if you put down a crusty loaf in front of me with some butter.
Yeah.
No survivors. No survivors. I'm topless and all.
Yeah.
I'm sniffing lines of the crumbs and everything.
Because it is a gateway for me. Because like say if we're doing some baked camembert, and you get the crusty bread to dip the baked camembert in it. See if you do that, you're lucky the crusty bread makes a baked camembert. Because if I'm cutting it and I'm having there's a wee cut, but also a wee bit of butter. Oh,
I would fingers be getting taken off and all.
Oh, so good. Butter, like I
bread and butter is literally my, like, I know it's a phrase, but bread and butter is my bread and butter. That's
but it is hard to beat. You know, it is hard to beat.
My granny used to do potato bread done in the toaster with butter on it.
It's good. You know, I'm going to say something that's probably going to cause a bit of controversy here. I'm not a big soda foil guy.
Are you a potato bread man?
I'm a potato bread man. Big up potato bread.
Don't get me wrong, I like my soda, but potato bread it's the best part of a fry.
But you know what? I would forgo soda to have potato bread if the choice was there.
I would like to have both, but if I had to absolutely pick one, I'll take the potato.
See, what I don't like is when you get too much soda and only one square of potato bread. I'd rather have 2 or 3 bits of potato bread and then one bit of soda if I had to.
See, I went for a fry the other day. I got one delivered to my house. I was hungover, which is just egregious. And it says 2 potato bread. I get it. It's 1 potato bread cut into 2. I hate that. That sickens me. It actually. But see what people are ratting over. I feel so strongly. That's what I would rat over. Yeah. Potato bread. If you're not giving me the right amount of potato bread that you're advertising,
you know what? I'd pick up orange for that too.
And then a soda as well. Half a soda is obviously one slice. Do you know what I mean? If you cut like the soda foil in half.
Yeah. See, that's it. And I love like, what makes up the perfect fry. Because we've spoken about, like, I love a fry. For me, death row meal, probably a fry.
So's mine. I'm not even joking.
Love a fry.
So do I. Now, what I will say, I'm not an egg guy. I don't like eggs, so I'll give a miss on the eggs.
But I will say something on the egg front. I need the egg to be cooked. I don't like it like get
runny.
You know, see if you've got a fried egg, it needs to be flipped over because I don't like it. You know, it's got that sort of, looks a bit like spunk.
Yeah.
And then a bit of me thinks it could be spunk. You know, it's like
chicken spunk.
There could be.
It probably is.
But then I just look at that and I go, well, all that is a chicken abortion, and I don't want that. You know, I don't want the spunk. If it's going to be, it's got to be cooked.
You're pro-life.
Exactly. When it comes to chickens, absolutely. But then it's like, you could be in a greasy spoon and go, the guy is maybe spunking on the eggs. So a bit of me is like, no, I need to know the eggs cooked. You know, and like even now I would sometimes mix it up with a scrambled egg, but like I what I want, and people are like, in terms of comedy or like your career, what do you want? My dream would be a TV show where I travel around and try to find the best fry in the world.
I would watch that so much. Well, those are the best fry will only be on the island of Ireland.
Yeah,
I don't think anywhere's doing it. Outside of this country.
Who I would love to collaborate with, Big John Bush.
Give him an Ulster fry.
Just go. Even let him show me what an English fry's like.
It's not that good, like.
Nah, but the Ulster fries.
There's not enough bread involved.
Yeah, but see, I say to Catherine when we go to places, like, I rate the fry, and I'm like, there's certain places that are, you know, and I wouldn't, and then I'd be like, I'll not be back because the fry's not the standard.
Well, my dream lineup is, I'm not going to give you quantities because I don't. It just depends on how hungry I am. Potato bread, soda bread, beans, sausage, bacon.
Yes,
that's the staples, right?
Staple. I'd have an egg on there, but I agree.
And that's fine if an egg's your thing. Now, if it's my death row fry, I'm wanting white and black pudding, a hash brown, and a pancake.
Hash brown's a good show. Pancake, I like it to be more keto.
Okay.
I like the protein and the meat to take the heavy lifting, and I just like a wee bit. Now I'll cut it all down into like squares and all, have it together.
Oh, of course.
But I mean,
I pair mine up differently. I think different items complement other aspects. So I would go bacon with soda, but sausage with potato bread, beans with both.
You know what? Because you need the wetness on the soda bread. So then that's why I put the egg in the soda bread and then mush that about, or I put the beans in the soda bread.
Yes, but the beans go everywhere for me.
Where do you stand on this? Is a divider, and this is one that I'm like, I'd rather leave it on the tomato.
Just leave it in the kitchen. Don't even bother getting it.
But you know what happens if I get a tomato in the fry? First thing,
you just eat it.
One go.
Yeah, so like
just out of the way.
That's the work. That's like I've earned this now.
Exactly. It's like, you know, when your mum gives you just a wee fucking salad, the token gesture. You eat it first, and then get into the real.
It's like the salad with the barbecue. That's what it is.
I'm literally doing that to go. It's okay. I don't want a heart attack today. You know, you just have that. And then you know what it would take sometimes? Mushrooms. I do like mushrooms on a fry.
No, it depends how they're cut. It depends if they're small. If they're cut small, and if you have to put salt on them.
Mm-hmm. But then they are good. And what would you have a sauce with it?
Red.
Indeed. And that is what we're talking about. That is a good time.
This is like two philosophers speaking to each other right now.
No, this is the lingo that I'm talking. Now, there is a place, and I feel awful. Can you please look this up from my description? It is a garden centre down the Ards Peninsula.
Right.
And it's a family-run garden centre. Please find this out for me. It might be the best fry I've ever had.
You think so?
I think so. No, what I liked about it too, right? The woman who owns it greets you. She's there and like goes, well, you know, that's how you know it's a good fry, when the owner of the place is like, I ain't got that. And then she has fucking massive meringues and all. And
happy days, fuck's sake. I'm full up, but I'll have a fucking Betty M. Earlof.
But like, lovely desserts.
What's her pavlova like?
a bit filling. Not much else you're getting in after a taste of her pavlova, but she's got good caramel squares and all too, good buns. So you know, you get the fry, you have a good time, you have the pot of tea with it, and then on the way out you get a wee something for later.
Now I'm assuming the important question is, are you like I don't like a posh fry. I like greasy spoon, but done well. So
you like your fries not like your wank. You don't like a posh one.
Don't like a posh wank. I don't like a bad Jeffrey.
No.
I don't like that. I like it to be with the greasy spoon sort of fries. They have that specific sausage.
Yes.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, it's almost like it's got a wee bit of a skin on it.
Yes, perfectly cylindrical as well.
And it's like, it's got you can just see the wee.
It has a wee. It's been circumcised.
Yes, the circumcised sausage.
Now I like those. See if you're giving me a sausage with like herbs and things in it.
Yeah,
I will send it back.
Yeah,
give me a deep fried, just wholesale one.
You know one that's maybe going to divide people too. See a Premier Inn, great breakfast.
Love the breakfast in Premier Inn.
Premier Inn's breakfast. Lenny Henry wouldn't see you stuck like.
It's help yourself as well.
Yep, and you know what? That's always. Have you found that place? Harrison's of Grey Abbey, that's the one.
Now mine is
what a spot.
Gallopers on the Shore Road. It's like £7 for a fry.
Gallopers on the Shore Road. I used to go there with my friend Susan.
Yeah.
I worked with the housing executive. Rest in peace, Susan. She was a wonderful woman.
She did?
She died. Really sad. Like I was she was one of those women. Do you ever meet people in life that people are like, oh, she's hard work, and then you sit with them and you're like, I don't know what it is, but I get you. And then, so she was. I remember the first day I sat with her, and like she retired like before I'd left. So this was, she actually just died not long after she retired, and it was heartbreaking. But she first day she was really grumpy, and I sat beside her. She mouthed me at something, and I took a risk. I just went, "Fuck up, Susan, would you?" and she went, "What?" And I went, "I just fuck up, I'm sick listening to you." And she came around and she battered me around the head. But then see from then, she's like my wee mum. Me and her were and like a lot of people be like, "Oh, I wouldn't mess her," and I'd be like, "Oh, she's the best," you know. And then it was actually, I was off on paternity leave, when she had just retired, so I was there for it, and then she left, and I was supposed to go and meet her in Gallopers with the baby, and then she passed away, and it was just...
And you didn't get to go?
I didn't get to go and
That's
meet her.
heartbreaking.
But we would have gone during, like, we'd have gone on a Friday every, the two of us would have gone. And
That's quite nice.
Yeah, and then it was actually, we'd have gone her, and there was another guy, Hugh, as well, we'd have gone with, and then we had a French Sinead too, we'd come along for a bit as well, so it would have been like the...
And I bet you the fry's still the same price as it was back then. It's unbelievable.
But she would treat you like Gallopers, like,
Aye.
we're going, and then like, so we were working in the city centre, so it was a wee bit of a jaunt. So when we were going out the Gallopers up the Shore Road, she was like, they'll not catch us. We're on the clock, but they'll not catch us. And then it's like, and if they do, I'm retiring. I guess, fuck. But Gallopers is a good spot.
It's good. Now, if we stay more local, Truffles in the Belmont Road, I have to give a shout out to them. They are...
Yeah, Truffles is good. And you know what, you walk in, even if you go in there for a coffee, you're going out smelling like a fry.
Oh yeah, there's one...
You know what we're going to do? We've actually said we're going to do something on Patreon where we're going to do fries. You have to be my first guest on the...
Down to Harrison's?
Yes, well, you know what, we'll go down to or we'll go to Truffles.
Yeah.
Or do both. You know what I mean? There's plenty of places we want to go.
2 fries in one day. I could do it.
I could do it.
I could do no
I
sweat.
wouldn't feel any shame about it. But you do have to hydrate in between because it can get quite stodgy.
Yes.
Certainly on Manjaro, I've not had a big fry in Manjaro. But then you know what? Banger's good for fries too.
Is it? I can see it being good for fries.
Yeah, there is. And I have to give a big shout out to the girls in Ginger and Berry. One of them's leaving. In the wee cafe. You know what I loved about it? I was really heartbroken one time because I was doing a big show in Bangor and they were putting these murals up all over Bangor and I was like, there's none of me. You know what they did? Printed a tour poster of me and hung it up in their cafe. And
you don't get that. You see, you don't get that in these woke avocado establishments, avocado and sourdough fucking places.
No, but you know what? They can do it. They can turn it up. They can do they can do the works, but they do a good fry. And I think ultimately you should never fail if you just do a really good
fry,
basic fry. Well, listen, we're going to continue this conversation on the Patreon because I see Gary's moved over to the corner there, which means to me he's run out of memory or battery on the cameras. So all this has been a lot of fun and I'm loving it, but we're going to bounce on the Patreon now. So we're going to check it. SLY Guy Podcast on Patreon for that. It's £2 a month, but you know what, you wouldn't even get a cup of tea for that anymore.
No when Gallopers you would.
In Gallopers, indeed. And Dinzy, what have you got coming up before we go, or where can they find you?
Matthew.dinsmore.comedy on Instagram or Kitchen Talk Podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, which is a lot of fun. You know what I heard my episode did well with you.
Your episode did the best with me, actually.
There we go. And wait till we go on, we do an episode called The Fry Guy.
The Fry Guy.
There we go. Done. I mean, listen, I cancel this whole podcast and just do that as a podcast. Right, maybe that's what we need to do, and I just go on a fries with different guests.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll do that on Patreon. That'll be a lot of fun.